Separatist Droid Army was the largest droid army in galactic history that was created and used by the armed forces of the Confederacy of Independent Systems in an effort to secure power throughout the galaxy during the Clone Wars. The army was dissolved when Darth Vader killed the Separatist Council on Mustafar and gave the command for most of the droid forces to be shut down. However, the new Galactic Republic was quick to absorb most of the remains of the droid army into their ranks. These would include the dwarf spider droids, Magna Guards, crab droids, and B-1 battle droids. These droids were used to force the once separatist strongholds to join the Galactic Empire. Many crab droids and B-3 Ultra battle droids found their way to Karita, where they were used to help train stormtroopers in 19 BBY. Also, many Scorpionic droids were studied by the Imperial Department of Military Research before being shipped to the Emperor's Citadel on Biss. However, not all Separatist droids became part of the Imperial Army. Some worlds, such as Enarch, still used battle droids against the new Empire and refused to surrender, thus resulting in the formation of the Separatist holdouts in 19 BBY. Separatist holdouts were Separatist worlds that refused to surrender after the Clone Wars. They mainly used reactivated droids from the old Separatist droid army. The Geonosian Gizor Delso reactivated a portion of the droid army on Mustafar around 12 BBY, which resulted in the 501st Legion's attack on the planet afterwards. This resulted in a large fraction of the Separatist holdouts to fall, thus resulting in the fragmentation of the Confederacy. The Alliance, in order to restore the Republic, used Hailfire tanks to siege various cities across different planets in 1 ABY. Around this time, both the Empire and the Rebels used Droideka Sentinels, which were modified Droidekas. They both also used the Droideka Oppressor, which was developed so late in the Clone Wars that it never saw action. Also, a few of the droid units would be recovered and reprogrammed by various beings, such as the Vegari, who would use a Droideka during their attempted destruction of the remains of Outbound Flight years after the Battle of Endor. Crime syndicate Zahn Consortium, led by Tiber Zahn, would use an old droid factory on Hypori to produce Mark II droidekas for their army. At some point after the Battle of Yavin, a pair of refitted Magna Guards were on Nar Shaddaa in service of Gracchus the Hutt. The two droids battled Luke Skywalker during Gracchus's attempt to steal the young rebel's lightsaber. Other independent factions were also able to seize some droids for their own purposes on a number of occasions, including many pirates and smugglers. Some droids were also not shut down. The droids on Geonosis did not require a control ship to activate or deactivate. Therefore, the droid leftovers from Geonosis survived the deactivation. However, these droids would later be destroyed by the Imperial Army after they were discovered. Following the dissolution of the Separatist holdouts, some droids were not shut down, but managed to form their own societies. On Arzid, a squad of E4 Baron droids overthrew the existing government to rule the settlement, as well as a few surviving A-series assassin droids that returned to the wilds of Kashyyyk. There was also a case where several dozen Manta droid sub-fighters founded a colony on Mon Calamari, where they formed a symbiotic relationship with some of the native Quarren. During the Yuuzhan Vong War, a few Jedi encountered a type of drone on Wayland that had somehow not yet been deactivated. It is possible that this was a droid tri-fighter. Also, during this time, some groups of sentient vulture droids were spotted in remote systems. Thanks for watching this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this one. And as always, may the Force be with you.